Providence Church began in 1993 with a singular vision to make disciples of Jesus, primarily from unchurched people. Since the beginning, Acts 1:8 has been our model for how to accomplish that vision. In the beginning of the book of Acts, just before ascending into heaven, Jesus told his followers that they would be his witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the end of the earth. As Providence Church has grown over the last 2 decades, that model is still the one we follow. Here's how it works.
Acts 1:8 starts with Jerusalem. When Jesus' followers heard Jerusalem, they knew that Jesus meant their hometown. They knew that he meant the local church and the people that they saw every day. For Providence, when we say Jerusalem, we mean the things that happen inside the walls of Providence and outside our walls in our local area. Next are Judea and Samaria. When Jesus referenced these 2 places, his disciples heard 2 things: geography and people. Sure, Jesus meant the area around Jerusalem. So for us, think about the southeastern United States. But he also meant the people that are outside our normal sphere of influence. People that might live near us, but that we don't hang out with every day. Finally, the ends of the earth. Even though the world is shrinking thanks to technology, there are still so many opportunities for us to go around the globe in the name of Christ. In fact, it's easier than ever, and we've got no excuse to stay home. So let's dig into these 3 areas.
Our Jerusalem can be thought of as being both inside and outside the walls of our church. Inside the walls, Providence is committed to making disciples through prayer, teaching, fellowship, worship, and doing ministry. Sunday mornings are a huge part of how we make, grow, and unleash disciples, and a lot of our church's resources go toward making them meaningful and welcoming. Kids, students, and adults get to learn, pray, serve, give, and worship. But Sundays aren't the only way we're making disciples inside the walls. Small groups provide the essential structure for deep fellowship and accountability. Discovery classes and Bible studies create opportunities to deepen our understanding of God through His Word. Events like Manday Night and Engage provide entry points into fellowship for men and women. In the coming year, one of our goals is to foster more ways for the church to gather for prayer, seeking God more directly and earnestly together for the power to accomplish His mission. Outside the walls, our Jerusalem includes our immediate community and our city. Providence is continuing to focus more intentionally on neighborhoods in our immediate vicinity, like the Oak Ridge Estates community. And apart from organized Providence activities, our parents and kids can become more intentionally involved in their schools and neighborhoods, developing relationships that bring the presence of Jesus and the gospel into the community, and in turn contribute to making new disciples through the natural rhythms of our lives.
Largely through the efforts of our student ministry, Providence has built and maintained a cooperative relationship with Straight Fork Baptist Church in Cherokee, North Carolina. We are working to identify the best ways to continue this relationship and serve the Cherokee community by helping to establish an effective, intentional, disciple-making church within that community. Although the death of one of their key leaders has introduced new challenges, we still believe that God is directing Providence Church to serve this community in our region. You already know the organizations we support through our giving and volunteering. Organizations like Knox Area Rescue Ministry, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Hope Resource Center. We've also recognized key needs in our local area that we are beginning to work on through 2 more organizations. Street Hope works to eliminate the sexual exploitation and trafficking of children in Tennessee. Our teaching pastor, Chad Sparks, now serves on the board of Street Hope, and our church is partnering with them to uncover and address this dark and shockingly prevalent evil. Knoxville International Network, or KIN, works to connect the body of Christ to love and integrate Knoxville's significant international population, a need that is only magnified in light of the current international refugee crisis. Through supporting KIN with our time and money, we hope Providence will become even more effective in serving internationals for the sake of the gospel, as many of them find themselves in dire or difficult circumstances, all in the hope of making more disciples from every nation on earth.
Another major part of our Judea-Samaria efforts for 2017 and beyond is a new church plan in South Knoxville, a diverse and growing area ripe for church planting. We believe God has called Anthony Burton and Providence to partner in planning a new, intentionally multicultural church. We are also still celebrating the independence of what was our Jefferson City campus. We will continue to financially support the now autonomous Providence Jefferson City in the coming year. Finally, we are seeking to grow our relationship with Bridge Refugee Services, serving internationals who have found themselves in Knoxville as refugees.
Providence has always been concerned with fulfilling Jesus' big picture command to make disciples of all nations. Our international efforts in the past have included international church planting, short-term mission trips, and international church partnerships. In 2017 and beyond, there are 3 key areas of focus that God currently is leading us to address. We've loved and worked with the nation of Brazil for years, and we are currently involved in the planting and growth of a young church in Campinas, a major city in itself and part of the larger city of São Paulo. Providence will continue to partner closely with Nova Campinas Church as they further develop their mission, vision, infrastructure, and plan to impact their community by loving people and making disciples. There are plans in the works for more trips to Campinas so that Providence members can be more involved in serving this growing church. We will even be able to help lead a marriage conference to strengthen the families at Nova Campinas and draw more from their city into the community of the church. Across the Atlantic from South America, God is also opening doors for Providence to support disciple-making efforts in England. Specifically, we are working with Redeemer Church in Croydon, a large and diverse city near London, and their pastor, Will Dobby. From an internship there with a key Providence leader to future mission trips, our relationship with Redeemer Croydon is primed for growth. Look for opportunities to travel to Croydon coming soon. Finally, let's move the crosshairs from Western Europe to Southeast Asia. In the past couple of years, we have felt God directing us through a series of opportunities toward church planting in a mainly unreached area in the Himalayan region. Recent connections have reinvigorated our commitment to figure out the right path toward making disciples in this area. The exact way we will do this is still in the discovery and planning phase, and there will be chances for you to participate in this exciting cross-cultural mission.
Over the 20-plus years that Providence Church has been around, we've changed a lot, but our mission and vision never have. In 2017 and beyond, we're working to make, grow, and unleash disciples of Christ in all areas, from right here in Knoxville to the ends of the earth. This is not just a vision for the staff or officially recognized leaders of the church. This is a vision for every single member of Providence to grow disciples of Jesus by engaging in His mission. Will you commit to making His mission your mission and help Providence keep growing into the church He is calling us to be?